What is up, everybody? This is Mark and Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark and Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Yeah, I hit that play real fast. Today, we got a lot of wrestling. We always talk about a lot of wrestling, but we got our verdict of All Out, AEW's pay-per-view that happened last Sunday. It feels like so far away, but it was just last Sunday. It's been a long week.
Definitely. Mostly pasta week, I'll say that, but we'll get into it.
Yeah. We got our weekend wrestling. We got podcasts we listen to, and I'll pick your brain about something towards the end of the cast and see where our answers go. So, I guess we'll could probably start off with the All Out pay-per-view.
Yes, sir.
The card consists of the buy-in. On the buy-in, we had Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Chuck Taylor, and Jurassic Express versus Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2.
I did not see this match.
It was okay.
I kind of wanted to, but I did not.
It was okay.
Right.
Orange team won.
Was that's what I predicted, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think me and you went. Me and you got one wrong, and I think the rest was right.
Okay.
I think the match you got wrong was QT Marshall, Paul White.
Listen, I got it wrong. I got it right in my heart. That's all.
And then the one I got wrong was Lucha Bros won.
Okay.
So that was the only thing. So I guess we'll try to. I'll try to do it in order. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So the show kicked off with Eddie Kingston versus Miro for the TNT Championship.
Yes, sir.
Actually, this was like one of my favorite matches of the night.
I agree.
It's very
I like the build up to it. I liked how physical it was because it was.
Yeah.
He brought it to Miro, so that was very good to see. Like when you ask yourself, man, they ain't got nobody to fight Miro. Eddie Kingston shows up and like, I'm gonna fight Miro.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the fact that it wasn't like a slaughter like he was been doing with the last the bunch of opponents Miro had before. This is like one of the step ups of an opponent, so at least there was a big fight to it, a big fight feel to it too. Like Kingston's promos and Miro's promos all work together. It was a good match. I'll give it a 4.
I'll give it a 4. I might give it a 4.5. But I can't because I heard about this afterwards. But did you hear about what Lana said?
Yeah, I saw.
That's why I would give it. I'll give it a little bump, but
yeah.
I'll be fair.
Yeah. The next match we had was Jon Moxley versus Shinoda Kojima.
Oh, Satoshi Kojima. Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
It was a hard hit match. I mean, it wasn't bad in any way. I'm not as familiar with Kojima.
Yeah,
I know he was just on not New Japan. I know that's where he's from. He was just on Impact not too long ago.
Yeah,
so that's where I got to see him in America recently. So
yeah,
it was cool.
I think the big pop of the match was after the match when Suzuki shows up.
This is true.
And actually, you called that.
I didn't know it was gonna be him right within there.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna just be like they're gonna show him on the screen. I didn't know he was in the building.
Yeah, like it was like
cool.
I think you predicted him showing up for the GCW thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he happened to show up on AEW.
So there you go.
And they fought on Wednesday.
I'm disappointed as hell in that match.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. This match I'll give a 2.5. Like I wasn't really invested in it. I saw what it was gonna be, and I'm not really a fan. I don't know much of Kojima, so I didn't really care.
I would say for me, as just a match, I wasn't too hyped on. I'll give it a 3. It was solid and it wasn't bad or anything.
Yeah.
It just was like I didn't really care.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
We got the females casino battle royale for the women's number contendership. We did call Ruby coming in. If she was coming in, she was gonna win it. Other than that, yeah. So I think it was fair that we called it. That was called that if she does show up, she's winning. If not, this is the person that's gonna win.
Gotcha.
So other than that, I thought it was kind of sloppy. I wasn't not crazy about it until like the last 5 people in.
Yeah, it picked up towards the end. The beginning and stuff was kind of lukewarm for me.
Yeah.
With the beginning girls. The one thing, there was a few things I liked because like watching some of them on Dark or what have you.
Yeah.
The one thing I laughed at was because I saw the video and I was like, oh, they actually remembered that they had some type of quote unquote friendship was Abaddon and the bunny.
Yeah.
And it was like if nobody saw this one thing, they wouldn't know why she did that. I was like, oh man, that's
I used to
that's
kept
messed
that.
up.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's messed up. She should have ate it when she had the chance, is all I'm saying.
Other than that, I thought the match was mostly sloppy from then on. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. 2. Ruby winning, I'll give it a bump up. I was gonna give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with the sloppiness of it. I didn't really get that. It just wasn't as like.
I wasn't interested in it.
I hate to compare it, but it's what we do, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like as a multi-woman match, like the last few Royal Rumbles for the women, they've learned how to make moments that feel like, oh damn, like something's going on every time. And it's like this one lacked the ones that made me go, oh damn, until like Ruby got there. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree 100%.
And then there was some stuff between Rosa and them, and like that was like more fun. That was the big moments. But like up till then, it was kind of like you didn't really like, because you were just waiting for that Joker to show up.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about it. So I give it a 2.5, but I give it like a 3 for Ruby.
Yeah.
I want to give it more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was just not invested in it. I didn't really care. I don't have any connection to any of the women that's there, sadly, because I only watch the main shows and I don't watch Dark. So a lot of them.
You don't watch the main show? That's their fault. That's their fault.
And that's on them. I blame them 100%. Like, you don't introduce your women, so basically I don't care. And that's the sad thing about it. Other than that, I was happy Ruby. I liked her theme and everything like that. So I was happy she got a little push already. So good luck, Ruby, and glad to see her.
Mm-hmm.
The next match was the final fight. Chris Jericho versus MJF. So my thing with this match was the match wasn't bad. Like, for what it was, it did what it needed to do. It actually played the story well. My issue is I was done with this shit already.
Yeah, that took away from my being invested 100%.
Yeah, I knew Jericho was gonna win. Like,
but it was still, I give it credit. It was still good.
Yeah, you were not gonna have Jericho lead like that, so I knew Jericho was gonna win. Even with the teaser of him losing and have like what other match that they'll actually do that shit? But no, this is one particular one that they do it like, oh yes, the referee's gonna overrule them because they saw something different. That's bullshit. That really bothered me.
That's true.
Like that kind of took the momentum out the match for me. So it was like, we were already down because you thought Jericho lost, and then look what happened. The referee saved his life and things like that. And I didn't care for that. So that brings my score down for it. I give it a 3.
For me, it didn't ruin too much because it was a small part. It was just at the end, and like it was like a good, I don't know, 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like for everything that it had, and even up to the thinking that MJF won, like, you know, up to that point, I would say I give it 3.5.
Okay.
Like I get this, there was some type of shenanigans, but the other part of it is that's what they trained my brain to look for. So it was not a surprise.
Yeah.
What they had to do shenanigans.
It was like the one match. Like every other match, they have shenanigans like this. The referee never comes out to like,
exactly.
This is the one match that the referee was like staring at the glue, like, they gonna fuck this up. I needed to go save this shit. That's what they
was doing. They all just hate MJF. That's what it was. They was like, we gonna watch this with a fine tooth comb. Yep.
Yeah, we gonna watch that.
You know, See, here's the other thing: is if they had painted the picture like that the refs and nobody likes MJF in the back.
Yeah.
If they painted that picture, it would have made more sense. It would have been a better feel to it. But it gives you that it feels forced thing.
Yeah.
That's the real issue is that we get that there's gonna be some shenanigans, but this didn't feel that great. So yeah. I'll just give it 3.5 because it was still a good match.
Steel cage match for the AEW Tag Team Championships, the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks.
I say for my money, this was probably the best match for me. Not so much in just everything they did. It's just they finally caved in and gave him what they needed. It was like, yo, you want it here? Have a car crash inside of a cage, and that's what it was. And I
Yeah.
loved it. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. I knew what I was gonna get. They did everything. I love the shoe. I love that he got it in the cage on the first try because
Yeah.
they have a high ass cage. And it's just like, all right, good, good. It was bloody, it was messy, and the Lucha Bros won, so they gave me what I wanted. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna give it a 4. Uh, so I have just a lot of issues just how tag teams work in AEW, and then when they actually fight in regular matches, they're a lot weaker. So my thing is the whole like the kicking out at 2. Like sometimes you have to like chill that out and just evolve the partner to kick the to take to save the pin. I feel like if you do that more, I would be more invested in the tag match instead of you taking like a fucking Canadian destroyer and then kicking out on 2 like easily, like not even painfully, like fully kick out. You don't even barely kick out. You fully kick out, and that just takes it takes the illusion away from the match. My other thing, I other than that, I knew this match was gonna be a shit show. I knew this match was gonna be everywhere and everywhere in that cage. The cage is fucking huge. Like it's tall. I think WWE's cage like 15 feet. That one's like about 25 feet.
I have no idea. All
It's
I
a
know
lot
is I
bigger.
saw they said that they took my color. You gotta throw this in. He's
Yeah.
like, what? He's like, how tall is that? I just saw that. I was like, oh, that's funny.
I did enjoy the match.
So
I think this was one of the better matches of the night, just how the crowd was reacting to it, and I think that's what gave the boost in the score for me.
I like the entrances to it too. That I give credit. Like, I didn't have to know. They made it so good because the
When they
reason
hired these guys,
those guys.
the Lucha Pros dudes, they look like they just got them off the street. Like, yo, you gonna dance with the mask on? Just dance. I don't care what you do.
Like the generic, oh, you're talking about the generic luchadors with the little
Yes.
the tribal joints.
Yes.
But I was like, yeah, I don't know who those guys are, but whatever. They sound good, so it's all good.
Like the song sounded good. It just like the people behind them just dancing and shit like that. Just
It
like
almost felt like, you know how when there's a gospel singer
yeah.
and there's a choir in the back, it
Yeah.
was like a choir luchadors. That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like. It just picked up like random people off the street. Like, oh, you can dance. All right, let's go. I'm gonna put you in a
this
luchador mask and a black suit. You be good.
Put this mask on. Don't ask questions. You get a check. Okay.
Exactly. Don't
Did
ask
you say
questions.
check?
Just dance and don't ask questions. Other than that, I thought they made this feel like a main event like bout, and I give them credit for that, especially like highlighting the tag teams to being that important in AEW. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. That can change my score, but I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
The next match is CM Punk versus Darby Allin.
I thought it was a good first match back. I mean, I don't have any what would you call it? Not care, but like the recollection of things for Punk. Because again, I didn't watch Punk matches. I don't know his style that much.
Yeah.
I know he does the GTS. That's about it.
Yeah.
So like, I just wanted to see what he would do. You know what's funny? Technically, I can say I've seen him as an MMA man more recently than I've seen him as a wrestler. So
Yeah.
like, I was expecting him to come out there in trunks and with the fist guards and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a wrestling match, it was pretty good.
It was good. It was a solid match. I liked the tribute to Brett and 1-2-3 Kid in the beginning of the match.
Mm-hmm.
It was like shot for shot, and I was like, I seen this before, and then I thought about it, and it was Brett and 1-2-3 Kid. Darby and him worked pretty well. I could see Punk ran out of steam very fast, but this is his first match back. But I think he kicked into gear when the match was kept going and stuff like that. He got back into the ring rust is gone. Everything else was gone. There was nothing like really like botchy or anything like that, or anything that was like a miscue or anything like that. I think he was in the match for the most part, but I did see him get blown up though. He got blown up fast.
Okay, gotcha.
Other than that, but again, when he got blown up, he took his time. He started setting the tone of the match, and then it picked up. Darby was able to throw his offense in. They made the match very interesting. Good storytelling, with for the most part. So I give it a 4.5. This was one of the better matches. I think I actually enjoyed the Punk and Darby match.
Yeah, like I said, it was a good wrestling match. Like good first impression.
Yeah.
You see recent CM Punk, so there you go. I would give it a 4.
Yeah.
That's about it.
The next match, Paul White versus QT Marshall.
Oh yeah, this is what I was waiting for.
Give it a 1.
I'd give it like I want to give it a 5, but I have to give it some. I have to give it a 2 because he lost.
I'm giving it a 1. I did not.
It wasn't even that much of a match. It was literally just a storyline filler. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
This match was mainly for just like a audience cleanse, like basically to get the audience back in track for the main event, and that's pretty much what it was.
Oh wait, I think so. We missed the match then. We missed the women's match.
I did miss a match, so I'll do that
Single.
one. So I'll do that one as the next one. So AEW Women's Championship match, Chris Statlander versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMB.
For me, it felt like it was okay, but it didn't push past where I felt like it was would be a standard Dynamite match.
Yeah.
Like they didn't. I would just say, like, compared to some of the matches we got to see, where the match was not only solid and everything about it was like good, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't kick it into like,
Yeah.
like for the pay-per-view. So that's the only thing I would really hold against it, is that it didn't hit the gear where it felt like it was special, especially not compared to her and Rosa. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I thought the match wasn't the greatest. It was there. It was a decent solid defense. I was hoping they had better chemistry, but the match was okay. I'll give it a 3.75.
I'll give it 3.75. I'll give it 3.5, but why not 3.75 to be nice? Again,
No, I want to be nice.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It just wasn't bad. It's just like, man, this doesn't feel like damn, this doesn't feel as special as it could have been.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, 3.5. I'm gonna give it 3.5. I wish the match just had more storytelling into it, and again, there was things that could have been done. Like, I didn't need to see another Canadian destroyer. I didn't need to see a lot of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was just like, it was there. It was okay. It was nothing special. Yeah, 3.5. And then we go to our main event, which was the AEW Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage.
For me, I wanted to say, I went into it thinking I was going to be like, this is not going to be that great because I already seen it. But the one thing I have to give it credit was that they did enough in the match to make it feel like it was a different match. Okay. And like for that, I give it a lot of credit. Again, it wasn't like messy. The stuff outside was, I think Christian got poked by the table. Yeah. It's messed up. But like, they did the damn thing. Yeah. I mean, I still don't think it was the best match of the night, so I couldn't give it that. But for what it was, I would also say I think the other match was better.
Yeah.
So I'll give this one a 4.
4? That's solid. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. Honestly, I like their match on Rampage more than I like this match. I think they told a better story on Rampage. Mm-hmm. I saw what they were going with and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. But like, again, for the world title match and no DQs and things like that, there's still a lot of shenanigans going on. They did a table spot for what particular reasons for no payoff. So like, I don't like when they do just show so much shit and there's no rhyme or reason for it. So that was my issue with it. Like, there's no there was no point of the tables because they didn't really it didn't pay off. They still kicked out. Things like that. True. So it was like, Yeah, I'm gonna give 4. 4. Um, Overall, the pay per view was good. It was a worth. Oh, like I enjoyed. I paid for to watch it, so I was like, "Is it worth?" I was like, "Yeah, it was worth $50." I actually really enjoyed it. I think do I think it was better than SummerSlam or even NXT Takeover? Probably on the verge of probably like even with SummerSlam. Nothing better than Takeover though.
No.
That Dragovich and Walter match like chops this pay
Yeah,
per
like
view.
that's what. But you understand what I mean about certain when they kick into another gear and it's like, wow, all
Yeah,
right, these dudes are going at it. That's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen in a Kojima match.
yeah,
But that was going to wow me because usually that's a New Japan thing. It was like these dudes, Jay just that guy should be dead, but he's still he's still swinging.
yeah,
It's a course with no heads swinging in the ring. Like what's
yeah,
happening? But like that, yeah, they didn't hit that. Like Darby and Punk, they weren't going for that, so that they didn't hit that. Like
yeah.
Miro and Kingston was the closest to that because like there was points in that match they was swinging.
I think honestly, you know what? I might probably go back to that match and give it a 4.5. I think that was one of my favorite matches of the night.
Okay.
Because I didn't expect, honestly, I did not expect a lot from that match. So that being what it was, I think I enjoyed it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give that one a 4.5.
But like that's what I felt was missing. But you know what? The tag match got there.
Yeah.
I would say that's what I felt.
Okay. Overall pay per view, I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I get it for.
The surprises in the end with Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan was great,
That was also cool. Yes.
and just nice
Very
seeing
cool.
them. To be honest, and I've been saying this to Minion. Shout outs to Minion. I'm more excited about Daniel Bryan than anyone that just showed up.
I'm excited for Adam Cole, but I'm not. Here's my thing about Adam Cole is that now he's directly in the elite.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need him.
I don't think
They
it's
don't
gonna
need
be
him.
that long.
That's my feeling of him and what he's doing right now. It's like I get that's for them. They needed that, right?
Yeah.
As human beings, that's different, right?
Yeah.
But like in story, they didn't need him. God damn, they're the most powerful faction on the show. They had all their belts until just now. Like
I don't
it
see
feels
him.
like
I don't see him in there that long.
okay.
I
that.
see
I can
Adam
see him.
Cole there until the opportunity arises and he's gonna go for that title. He's wants
Until
that title.
January and Kevin Steen shows up and then they
Mount
kick out Kenny
Rushmore.
Omega.
They do Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, basically. The real friends get
We'll see.
together.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But
Like yeah, that's how I feel about that. But I like Adam Cole.
yeah,
like
I think Daniel
like
Bryan, wrestling wise, I think I'm more excited for him than anything. Just the fact that there are people that I would like to see him wrestle.
That's true.
And I'm actually more excited about the New Japan opportunities for Daniel Bryan than anything else. Like I'd
like to see him versus Kota Ibushi. Let's go.
Kota Ibushi, Okada, Naito.
Oh yeah. He's never fought Okada, right?
No.
Okay,
Naito,
yeah.
Ospreay. Shit. Now, this guy, the champ,
Oh, Shingo?
Shingo.
Yeah.
I
He might kill somebody. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Omega.
Slow down. Slow down.
I like to see Omega. I like to see Darby. I would like to see him fight. Shit. I would like to see him fight Suzuki. I would like to see. So there's a lot of guys that I'm looking forward to Bryan as the wrestler. I think he's gonna have some incredible matches with whoever he wrestles, and I think the first person is looking at is Kenny Omega.
Why not? Let's do it.
So I'm happy to see Daniel Bryan there. So.
Yep.
We go into the weekend wrestling. We can start off with Monday Night Raw. It kicked off with Bobby Lashley and MVP interrupted RK Bro with a huge challenge for WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley and MVP interrupt. And it led into a big ass tag team turmoil match, and they got added into it later tonight. But turmoil started half of the show, and then it stopped, and they went into the rest of the show because of Mason T-Bar, the assholes.
I'd love that. You know what? Let them destroy everything. Yeah. Good.
I'll say the highlight of Raw 100% was the turmoil because New Day always kicks ass in these gauntlet matches, and they show why we are so big fans of them because they kick ass, and then also their outsider gear is pretty dope.
True. I was not expecting Kofi to have the Kevin Nash.
Yes.
But he had the Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash was like, all right, I don't think I ever looked that good. Okay, Kofi.
I'm a little sad right now. I'm a little just saying that I would love to see a Madness Big E.
Why not? Why not Sting? No, he can't be Sting.
He can't be Sting.
He can't be
so.
Sting.
I'll
What
take a
about
Macho Man.
Conan? You can be Conan.
Nah, I don't want to be Conan.
You don't want to see Big E be Conan. Hold on.
I want to see him as Macho Man
All right.
with the madness. Get up. Just saying. But yeah, the turmoil was a big highlight of the match. So pretty much like the first quarter of Raw was the tag team turmoil. It ended at Mason T-Bar because once they lost, they went crazy and beat the crap out of the New Day. And Mustafa Ali and Mansoor as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the match stopped, and then we got a match between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. If you put these two guys in a match, you're always going to get a good match because they just beat the shit out of each other. And for our fun. So Sheamus wins, and he's going to fight Damian Priest for the United States Championship match at Extreme Rules.
Yes. Very, very good match. That props to those guys. This is what we need to see Drew McIntyre doing. Sheamus been doing it.
Yeah.
Drew needs to stop. They need to leave that man alone. Just let him beat people up.
Yeah. We got Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash defeat Natalya and Tamina. So this is like the third loss in a row with Tamina and Natalya.
Shame. How dare you?
So Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash are number one contenders for the tag titles. I guess Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox is number one contender too because they won a week ago too.
So 6-way match and 3-way, right? No,
Yeah.
6 women, 3-way
Three-way.
tag match at the next pay-per-view, I guess.
Most
right?
likely.
I probably just made that up right now. They didn't think that far. Sorry,
No.
Bert.
Nah, I 100%
They
agree
forgot.
that's gonna happen.
They forgot. They were like, "Oh yeah, so this is what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
We forgot this is a weekly show. Sorry,
Yeah. Forget that stuff happens last week that leads into this week.
sorry.
Karrion Kross defeats John Morrison. I have a lot to say about this.
Did not watch. Sorry,
That was a main event title match at Impact Wrestling. Like this is how you treat Morrison, man. Morrison is really fucking good, and just if you know that you're not gonna use these guys, release them, let them go somewhere else because this is not doing it. And honestly, we know for a fact that Morrison can go 1-on-1 with Kross like easily.
Mm-hmm.
Kross ain't that fucking great either. Like honestly, it's just I don't know. I'm disappointed with this. So
What a shame! How dare you waste these people and these? How long was that match?
Like
4 minutes?
less than that,
Oh, it was. Oh, damn, it was long. It was as long as the clip I saw. Come
probably.
on, man.
It was probably the
It
whole
was
clip.
simple? I can't though. I
Shot
didn't
with
even
the
watch it because
dipstick.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see them further massacre my boy.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
he shot him with the dripstick.
Yeah, I saw.
So there was that.
Thank you, Mick Foley, for posting that picture. Yeah.
But yeah, like this was a world title match at Impact, and this is how it's treated now. It's sad. Like honestly, the same thing. I'll say probably later on about Jeff Hardy. Like, why is Jeff Hardy part of the 24/7 title? Like, as much as I'm not doubting or taking away from the 24/7 title, but Jeff Hardy's a former WWE champion. He should be at least mid card or in the title picture. Like, he is that popular. He is that baby face that you could easily get people behind going for a title or anything.
Tell me, Mark, what did they give him his music back for
To lose.
when he doesn't have music when he's in the 24/7?
I know, right?
What's the point?
I don't know.
It was for a week. You again, Mark. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems like somebody doesn't watch their own show.
Yeah.
This is like every week is a new thing. Why don't we buy that song for Jeff? I forgot.
I don't fucking know either. We got Charlotte defeating Nia Jax for the World Women's Championship. This was actually a lot better match than it was last week. And then in the end, Alexa Bliss and Lily appear and
Well,
invite
first,
Charlotte.
Shayna cost Nia the match.
Yes, he
Sure.
is. So we might
What is
have
it?
a little fight between them two now.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll take Shayna Baszler in the title picture as well. Like she has lost. Like
Mhm.
I don't even. I'm sad to say like how much she lost already.
It's unbelievable how powerful the roll up is
Yeah,
against Shayna Baszler.
that's like her
But I just
kryptonite.
want to say, Mark, do you remember when she was introduced and she murdered every woman in the Elimination Chamber? I do.
I remember she bit Becky Lynch.
Well, we don't talk about that one. We'll talk about that one. We talk about the good stuff.
Bit her.
Not, this is I like Shayna, man. Come on. You gotta nah. I don't recognize that.
I'm sorry, she bit somebody.
She beat somebody. Maybe that's why Becky got that coat.
Yep,
You ain't biting through this coat.
you're gonna get a lot of fur in your mouth. You're gonna get a hairball.
Yeah. Oh my god. But I'm just saying, come on, yo. It was how long ago she was murdering everybody, and now she's just,
Well, she bit. I think that was the time when she bit Becky. That was it. That was the end of her shit.
that was the end of it. All right. Well,
Oh man. Anyway, Alexa Bliss
But yeah,
appears.
I'm looking forward to Alexa, Lily,
Yeah.
and Charlotte. Have fun.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes. You got Reggie defeat Akira Tozawa, and then a bunch of the 24/7 people try to come, and the return of Drake Maverick.
Mark, this whole thing is just the best.
Yeah.
I just gotta call out their BS. They tried to make us sit through all that Elias change, and the guy who beat him and made him change is now in a 24/7 picture.
Yep.
That's what you want me. You want me to care about that guy? Okay.
Yeah. it
Drew
is what
Gulak.
it is.
What is Drew Gulak? He didn't even do anything except get flopped on. He just okay. Jeff Hardy. Why was he there? It makes all this stuff takes away from the Drake Maverick appearance.
Yeah.
It's just like you try to give me one carrot, but you give me it's not on a stick. It's a
Yeah.
carrot on the end of a bunch of poop. It's
Yep.
like nah, man, I'm not touching it. Sorry.
That was sad. Tag team turmoil repeats, and then New Day defeats Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. That was actually a good part. I wish, especially with Ali and Kofi, I wish they got more into their history. Other than that, like even if it's like off like key kind of thing, like I feel like they should always be rivalries right now because of that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Um,
But they don't remember their own women's champions from
That
the
is
week
true.
before, so I can't expect them to remember that.
That is true. Then you got AJ Styles. They're the ones that took out the New Day and Amos. They defeat the New Day, and then the last match, last people was Bobby Lashley MVP. They defeat AJ Styles and Amos in the tag team turmoil match. So they fight for the tag team titles next week on Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And he got RKO'd again.
Yes, Randy snuck in, got it to him. I mean, I don't know why he did it. I mean, except to be a jerk, because he's going to heal by the next week. It's not like the match was the same night, Randy. He's just being a jerk.
He likes RKO'ing people. Like you gotta keep your eye on him. You cannot like just not look at it where he's at. That's his fault. Like, hey, he might not RKO me today. He got me last week. No, he gonna get you every single time.
True.
He likes doing it.
You right.
Anyway, going to NXT. Monday Night Raw. Where you give it?
C plus.
C plus.
C plus.
I'll say a B minus just because the turmoil match was very entertaining and it was really good. And Sheamus and Drew, they delivered a great match as well. So I'm gonna say that much. But the story stuff, like every story shit right now is everywhere. Like there's no like consistency with the storylines, and it's getting kind of annoying.
The only one that I could see getting attention is Randy. That's like him and Bobby Lashley and RK Bro and all that.
Yeah,
That's the one thing on Raw that has the most consistency. Everybody else is up and down. I mean, Sheamus not so much.
yeah.
Sheamus, Drew, and all that. They just started that.
US
Sheamus
title
had the
US
US
title has
stuff,
like some
so-
good stuff.
but it's not really a story. It's just the battles going on between these guys in that, like, in contention for that.
Yeah.
Last few weeks it was Priest. Then now it's going into Sheamus, Priest, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's expanding, but it's not like, man, there's a big ass nice storyline with all that. It's just we get to see Sheamus kick ass.
Yeah.
That's about what it is. So,
Right.
but other than that, just everything else is just the story wise. It's like you might as well just have these people show up on the ramp with music and just go in the ring.
Yeah.
Because nothing in the back matters.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Alexa Bliss and Lily, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't mind that.
Dewdrop got a story, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations to Dewdrop. Didn't she just get married?
Yeah, she got married
I
this
saw
week.
they announced something about that. So, congratulations to Dewdrop. Maybe she's doing all right.
Piper
Out there
Nevins.
living her best.
Piper Nevins.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We go into NXT. NXT's back on an A+ level, man. The matches on here were fucking great and just good stories. Good. I'm very, very scared and skeptical for Tuesday this week because this is the whole revamp.
If it's just gonna be visual, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is it this week? Yeah, it's this Tuesday that the whole thing comes. So
2.0
we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we keep some essence of the old NXT. It'd probably just be more, look more pretty. It'd probably be like more on the levels of production like SmackDown and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like at least they got a nice NXT-ified new space.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it is.
Yeah. So we have Kaylee Ray defeat Ember Moon. I thought that match was phenomenal. I think that was the best women's match this week.
I believe it was one of the best wrestling matches this week. I would say, like, it was real good.
Yep.
Shout outs to Ember Moon and her transformation. I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
She didn't have to show the pictures, but I saw the pictures.
Yeah. She kicked ass last week.
She put that hard work. So there you go.
We had Santo Escobar defeat Carmelo Hayes. I thought that was a fantastic match. Eric Lopez body slamming Hayes.
The entire thing was good. From the beginning to the end of that match. I love the way, like, it's just Escobar's character. Just the way he tested in the beginning. He was like, yeah. Right, come on. Just like that. When you do something like that, it's just, man. And you earn it too. So it is great to see Carmelo Hayes do the young guy one-upping him and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was just like, that guy's really good. So
yeah. We got Brutus and Julius Creed defeat Chucky Vala and Paxton Overy. So I guess they're bringing back jobbers. Good.
Mm-hmm. And those guys murdered them. God damn.
They're part of the Diamond Mine, seeing that you got let go 2 of the Diamond Mine members.
Yeah.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. Io Shirai and Zoe Starks defeat Casey Carrazzo and Kaden Carter. I actually thought this match was actually really good too.
Yeah, I thought it was good as well.
I like Casey and Kaden are getting better and better as a tag team. They do show new tag moves every time they actually wrestle. So I'm giving them credit as a tag team. Like, they're really improving. Like, in front of our eyes, they've been improving. So I really enjoy that. Then we got them getting beat up by Mandy Rose with the mask. Oh, we call that. We got Gigi Dolan and Chase Chain.
I'm so mad. Why they had to hurt her like that? that drop kick is lethal.
Yeah,
is what it is.
I have a feeling she's going to have another match with her, and that kick is going to be illegal in the match.
Maybe. Maybe.
She's
going to pull off the mask and she's fine. That's what's coming.
We have Mei Ling versus Virginia Ferry. Mei Ling's first debut as a wrestler in this match. I showed you who she is, right?
So where's she from? I don't know.
She was in NXT. She was part of the Mae Young Classic.
Oh, okay.
She got hurt, I think, in the second round and stuff like that, and she just returned.
I was to ask, did she have a match like that we saw?
I think she fought Xylee in the Mae Young Classic.
Oh, okay.
She's from Queens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
And then our main event was the tag team title match, MSK versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. I think this was probably one of the better tag matches of this week.
I agree. It was a very, very good match. Very solid match. Listen, man. Number player 1 and player 2. Don't ever overlook them, man.
And they got beat up by Pete Dunne. And oh man, so they got kicked out of the group. Sadly.
For shame. But they didn't win, right? So,
yeah. You watch any of The Dark?
Yeah, actually, I watched. Which one was it? Elevation.
Okay.
I want to make sure.
Have they gone to the new arena yet, or no?
No, that started next week, I believe. Okay. This one was still in like the arenas that they were in. So
I know.
the good thing for it is that it's a huge ass crowd. It's just sometimes some of the matches are with the people nobody really knows, and you could tell 100% more because it's not just the wrestlers and some fans. It's everybody just sitting there on their hands because they like who.
Oh, okay.
So, but I would have to spot out because people were talking about this guy after the fact. Like I didn't know who he was, but when I saw the match, I was like, "Oh, this dude is dope." I don't know if you've heard of him, but he just signed with AEW. His name is Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, so he just got signed. He got a contract after that match.
That dude is nice, and this is probably one of Joey Janela's best matches since he's been there. Yeah. The singles match between those two, I recommend you watch it. It's real good.
He has that Diesel chick with him now too.
Yeah, I saw. She looks like Jean Grey.
Yeah.
The chick that played Jean Grey, okay. She looks like her but buff.
Yeah,
like
she brought
if you like a still photo of her with like her in the entranceway, she was like, "Oh, is that Jean?"
Yeah, I seen. It's crazy.
But it was good. That was I spotlight that match. I believe it was just regular Dark though. Good.
Okay, so they go to the new studio next week. I think it's the Orlando studio.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the setup for it. Some people were actually taking pictures because they were there already. So yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it was filmed already. So they actually invited people over. They didn't even charge tickets. It was free show.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we go to AEW Dynamite. So Dynamite, I felt like it was a lackluster show, like prior, like a pay-per-view. So it wasn't it wasn't like a good like aftermath kind of thing, but they still had some storylines going on, which is going to lead into the New York show. Which I think this is what it was supposed to be. It was not supposed to be like a aftermath of pay-per-view. It's supposed to be all right. We're leading up to the next New York show now, so it's a big show. But we got Dustin Rhodes get murdered by Malachi Black, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match.
I wish like, he kicked him in the face.
Yeah, that's true. There was an actual back and forth to it, which I thought I appreciated. And he did what he had to do. He murdered that man. I mean, I guess he broke his arm. I don't know.
I feel like he should have kicked him in the head again.
I think so too.
For a good measure. He
should have made him get up and kicked him in his head. Cause he didn't kick him in his head.
You kicked him in the back, so you gotta kick him in the head. Like next time, just pick him back up, kick him in the head. He deserves it, so don't worry about it. Like, if you feel bad, don't. He has it. He's related to Cody, so.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he defended the family honor. He could have chose to stand back. He didn't.
No, he didn't. He put his nose in people's business.
I like the thing with the boot and everything. Like it was just really good. This was really good.
Carrying a funky boot is I don't like that.
No, it was under the ring.
Okay. So he's carrying a funky boot and putting it under the ring.
How does he do his entrance? I don't understand.
He probably runs to the
It's because it's really fast and he's different places. Like how you see in the dark so well.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, it was an okay match. I just a little botch with the black mass. I wish he actually kicked him in the head. So next time, correct it and just kick him in the head again. You could do it 2 more times after that too. I'm fine with that. CM Punk speaks to the AEW fans. It was alright. I liked the promo between him and Taz. Taz is probably one of the best talkers in the in AEW. So I don't know why you're threatening CM Punk with Team Taz though, because I don't win matches. Well, yeah, I won tonight, so I guess y'all win some matches, I guess. But yeah. I did like the confrontation, and then we got Dante Martin versus William Hobbs. It was okay match, a little sloppy.
I just kind of liked it. They did some stuff that I guess they've only done between themselves. So
Yeah.
it was cool. Like when he caught him on the ropes and the dude was on his
Yeah.
tippy toes and he swung. I was like, yo, that was dope. Okay.
Hobbs wins. I was surprised.
Yes, sir. This is true.
Actually, I was not surprised. I actually picked him winning that match. I was like, yeah, you're going to use Dante Martin just to beat up and pretty much is going to have a mean finisher kind of thing. But yeah, I guess Punk is going to have rivalries with Team Taz now, I guess. So we'll see what happens there. MJF talks for the first time since his loss at All Out. It was a good promo. It was a good way to kind of build a Brian Pillman Jr. to in fruition and actually have him as a competitor. Seeing that they're in Cincinnati, he's a home person talent. Take notes, WWE, homegrown talent. Let's celebrate the talent that is home. Brian Pillman Jr. He was not part of anything, but this one they made him a kind of to get looked at because of it. So. Just saying, SmackDown, 3 New York girls and cut their match. That's fucked up. Anyway, it was alright. Griffin and Greg Harrison got fucked up more than.
I thought that was funny. Like everything that happened with that, I thought it was great because they got beat up. That's what you want.
Yeah, and he talked shit to his aunt and things like that. I didn't mind it. Yeah, I didn't mind.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought it was everything was actually pretty good. Like MJF is MJF. He's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good on the mic. I love how he still shit talks Wardlow.
Yeah.
He lost his match, but he still talks shit. And stuff he said is messed up.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Brian Pillman Jr. still got beat up, and then his homie came out and his homie got beat up. It was like, damn, son. There's levels to this thing. And then the part I appreciate because they led into their match on Friday is the fact that Max Caster and Bowens showed up and they still talk more like crap on them while he was still like icing up.
Yeah.
Yo, he hit Garrison in the face with that ice pack.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Yeah, I was dying. I love that.
We got Ruby Soho versus Jamie Hayter.
Not as good as the tag match I think on Friday.
Yeah, like it wasn't that good. I liked the finisher. I liked the Ruby one, but match wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Hayter's. She's pretty green.
Like I don't know anybody that I've never seen her before, so I couldn't tell you anything.
So I'll say the last 3 matches I've seen her, and she has been on Dynamite the last 3 weeks, and she has not had a good match.
Mm-mm.
So I'm just saying. Might want to switch it up a little bit. Got 6-man tag match, Dark Order versus the Pinnacle. A lot of shit going on with the Dark Order. Anna Jay comes out and like strange shit out. Yo, -1 is gonna come next week and start slapping people.
I hope so. Let him take a break off. Cool.
Yep, he's gonna come out of school. He's gonna hit him with the notebook.
The one thing I would see that I wouldn't mind if they went with it if like Anna Jay and whatchamacallit were the leaders.
Yeah.
Just took over because Uno ain't doing it. He ain't cutting it. He's not the leader anyway.
There's it
was only -1 and that's it.
So what I'm reading is Bray Wyatt might have signed with AEW, and then the show that he might be debuting on is the Rochester one, which is Brody Lee's hometown.
How far from now is that?
Then in a month.
It's still in September or is it in October?
I think it's the beginning of October.
Okay.
But then again, they're in New York quite a few times. Next week I go to New York. Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's Halloween next month. That makes even more sense. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Put it off for a little while. Hold on.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, I would like her to be leader of the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Because they listen to her.
Yeah. -1 gonna slap people. He's gonna come out of school and like, I gotta put my team back in order. Go start slapping people. Brian Danielson interrupts the Elite. Decent promos. Like where it went. They scared of Daniel Bryan.
He sounded like he was sipping something before he came out there. I'm just saying. He was sipping a little bit on the bubbly before he came out.
Sadly, he don't drink, so maybe he's like that. He's high off of a tree bark or something. I don't fucking know.
Maybe. I'm just saying.
It was good. Then we got our main event, which was Jon Moxley versus Miro Suzuki.
First of all, they cut the man's intro.
Yeah.
That's like 2/3 of why you have him out there, is to have everybody say what they say when the song hits. That's like cutting Shinsuke's music before he gets to the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's like cutting off Judas.
Yeah.
And not letting the crowd sing. That was ass. So I was already pissed off. I wasn't into the match at all.
Damn.
And then they beat him up, bloody him up, and then he loses, and they send him on his way. And it wasn't even that great of a match either. Come on, man.
He has a rematch though. I think he has another match coming up.
That was, quite honestly, for like one of the most impactful people in New Japan, that was one of the worst debuts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it was all their fault. Their fault.
What do you give AEW?
Dynamite, I'd probably give it a C+ too.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C+. Beyond the promos of being like probably the stars of the show, there was nothing really there.
Yeah, MJF and all that stuff that happened to Pillman was probably the best stuff. And the Malachi Black match, I thought was good. I actually liked I like Dustin and his stuff, and him, and they melt together well. But like, yeah, he kicked him in the arm, dude. So you gotta give him a little bit of come on, man, next time. Yeah. So
kick him in the face.
But everything else was just kind of like, It's nice to see Ruby. That's it. Daniel Bryan, I don't know.
I liked the promo. I liked the promo, and I liked the fact that he caught him with the yes lock, and
I like how fast he caught him.
I'm excited to watch him
people.
wrestle. I'm excited to watch him wrestle without like the rules of WWE.
I don't know, man.
Remember how vicious he was as in WWE? Imagine
how vicious he's gonna be. I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
This is like Golden Crabman status right now.
I hope they find a new song.
Yeah.
And they do like something. Maybe they do musical chairs. I hope they find the song.
Yeah.
You cannot go back to John Jacob Jingle Hiram Schmidt. Can't do it. It's got to be a new song.
Yeah. Originally, they was trying to get back Final Countdown for him.
No, I don't mean that. I mean him and Omega doing something in the ring, and then everybody sings along.
Yeah.
They have to do another song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard about. You know what happened, right?
Yeah,
Europe is a bunch of assholes.
$50,000 per use of the song.
So they want way too much money. So it is what it is.
Yeah, so it's understandable.
And then all the teams of people dancing to the new song.
I'm actually digging the beat. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I could take it or leave it.
I like it better than Adam Cole's.
I could care less for either one.
Yeah.
Because Adam Cole sounds too much like the NXT song. So it's like, it doesn't sound as good to me.
Yeah. And the NXT song
the Daniel Bryan one. No, I mean the original, the Undisputed one.
Undisputed,
it sounds a little bit like Undisputed. And I'm like, but it's not Undisputed. So it's whatever. And then the other one, Daniel Bryan, I don't care about the hip hop.
Yeah.
Whatever. Neither one of them are great to me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway. SmackDown.
Yeah, sure.
So sadly, I was supposed to be there live, and I was not able to go because. Shout outs to Mike. His vaccine card was all fucked up with his address and shit, so he couldn't get it, and he left it at home, so we didn't get to go, and I was like gonna do on my own kind of shit. So we watched it in my house, and it was a solid SmackDown for what it was. I know there was a dark match. So this is my issue, and I'm going to say my issues with it first, and that was the whole thing with Zelina Vega, Liv Morgan, and Carmella. They were supposed to have a tag match. So it was supposed to be Carmella and it was Liv Morgan and Toni Storm versus Carmella and.
Wow, they were gonna have Toni Storm on TV again? Yeah. Oh man, that's messed up.
So it was Zelina Vega and Carmella versus Toni Storm and Liv Morgan. That was supposed to be booked in the match. The fact that Edge and Seth went a little longer, I think a lot of segments went slightly longer, and it got cut out.
Bro, they had like 7, 9, 11 segments.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm also saying, like, all right, if you're not going to give him at least a TV match, give him the dark match. You had Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley on the dark match.
Really? Okay.
So I was, honestly, I got, that's the one, I saw Rhea Ripley on 42nd Street.
I saw a picture of Rhea Ripley on SmackDown. I thought it was old.
Yeah.
or I thought it was like something that they just did. I didn't know it was the same night.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of John Cena, too. I didn't know it was from the same night.
Yeah.
So apparently he was there too.
Yeah, he was there after the show. He didn't show up at the show.
Well, he was just, everybody left and he just showed up.
He was in the dark match. Yeah. He had a tag match with it was him, the Mysterios versus the Bloodline.
So the Mysterios did double duty. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bloodline did double. Okay.
Yep. And yeah, so that was happening after the show. So basically, it didn't go wrong with the show. So I was like, at least give the girls the dark match. So basically, their hometown, New York, and in fact, especially Selena Vega being her father was died during 9/11, it would have been something nice for her to do, especially like a tribute kind of thing. Even if they lost the match or won the match, it doesn't really matter. But at least put them on the card. But that's becoming an issue with SmackDown's women right now. Like, if it's not their title match, none of them really are getting time on TV, and that's something that's to be fixed.
It's messed up because I think both of the major wrestling companies are getting away with that.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't want to say it's purely just their fault. They're being malicious, but the time has been spent so hard on these specific storylines that people have. It's like if you put a Brock Lesnar storyline, people are gonna be hyped.
Yeah.
If you put a Roman Reigns storyline, people are gonna be interested to see what's happening. If you put a Seth Rollins and Edge thing, no matter what it is, people are gonna be hyped for it, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like certain things are where the time was spent more.
Yeah.
And that happens every week, though.
Yeah.
So, and then again, you have the Becky stuff. So she's gonna have the time spent on her because she's the champ, and Bianca because she's the challenger. But like again, it's becoming that's every single week.
Yeah.
It's like they almost find an excuse to just be like, we don't really need to care about all these people we got here.
Yeah.
Let's do this over and over again. Was that multi-man tag match for?
Yeah. I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't mind the whole Trae Young thing and Sami Zayn bringing him out and shit like that, because there's like, again, if you're a basketball fan, he kind of like, he's the one that kicked the Knicks out the playoffs. So
they made sure to tell me. So I knew I'm just saying, I knew why that guy was there, but what's that got to do with the tag match and all that? Like, they could have found a segment, a little 2 minutes to bring him out and have Sammy introduce him and get food, or have somebody that likes the Knicks. I don't think anybody does, really. I don't know. But what was that match for? That could have been that women's match.
100%. I agree, because the women didn't even get a match on the final card of SmackDown.
And again, I'm telling you, where SmackDown's getting away with it because they have good stories. Yeah. But SmackDown's got 7, 8 people. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah. But they don't. They have so many more people, and a lot of them are women. Really? Yeah. You work here? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What happened to them 2 girls that beat the champs?
Yeah. Well, they
hanging out in the back.
Yeah, they say hi to Paul Heyman.
That's what I'm saying. Hanging out in the back on the tank.
They offer him a ride.
Y'all ain't wrestling? Where's your title shot? Yeah. What's happening? Yeah. So there's some stuff that people ignore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And because the story is kind of really good. That's just the thing. Yeah.
So we kick off with Brock Lesnar returning, and he pretty much just demolishes a lot of people. He asked for a title shot, and there was a whole thing with him and Paul Heyman and all that stuff too. So
he came out. He surprised the hell out of me because he talked.
Yep, and he looked like a Viking.
He came out there. He had stuff to say. I was surprised. I'm like, all right, Paul. He's in a good mood. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
it was a cool segment.
we're cool, yeah.
Cool segment. Then we start. We have a 10-man tag, and plus we also have like a beginning with Trey Young showing up with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is a fucking excellent heel, no matter what. Like he's extremely entertaining, and I think that's what helps him so much. In that sense, like he made this match. Like he made this match, and honestly, the good guys won because he had the crowd booing so much that the fact that once Sammy lost, the crowd fucking went nuts. So basically, at least they had that baby face. Like,
Well, they were booing
afterwards.
that guy. They booed the hell out of that guy.
Because he eliminated the Knicks.
So, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, that's what really brought everything was the crowd hated that dude, and
Yeah.
they hated Sammy for bringing out that dude.
Yeah. So that guy, Trey Young, pretty much. You remember back in the day when the Knicks, last time the Knicks were in the playoffs, like Reggie Miller used to like fuck them up. He's kind of in the same lengths of like Reggie Miller. Like he fucking takes the Knicks out the playoffs and shit like that with like crazy ass 3-pointers, and he eliminated them because this was like the first time the Knicks made the playoffs in such a long time. So so that was heat there. So like I understand it, and like people just bitch and bitch. Oh, they can't get Giannis. Like the Knicks. It would not have made sense if Giannis was there because Giannis is a Milwaukee Buck. He don't play in the Knicks. Trey Young made sense because it was Sami Zayn bringing him out because that he knew he was gonna get a fucking bad reaction. It worked.
But again, I don't care.
Yeah.
And that women's match should have been in place this.
No, 100%. I agree. I wanted to. I feel bad. I feel really bad because they also had like dope outfits. They actually like showcased like Zelina Vega had like a Naruto outfit going and things like that. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see Liv Morgan. Like they were hometown girls. You have Zelina from Queens. You got Carmella from Staten Island. You have Liv Morgan from Jersey. So the only one that's not home is Toni Storm, but I would like to see her actually wrestle. So basically,
she worked there.
Yeah.
She's not just the girl that Dolph Ziggler flirts with. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't mind the Naomi thing because they keep that going. That's actually a story going on. So I was like, all right, at least Naomi has her little spot and everything. But it's like kind of like Naomi's gonna punch her in the back of the head one day. That's pretty much what I see.
If they even show that on television, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they did.
No, I'm saying if they show that part on TV. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't trust them with the women's no more.
Yeah,
just don't.
They had to find a balance. They had to find a mean balance. I understand. Like I see what you were trying to do with this match, especially the Edge and Seth Rollins were like a pay-per-view quality match. I see where you're going with that, but at least give the women some shine, especially in MSG. This is the first time, like Kevin Owens, he should have got a match, and Kevin Owens and I think that happened after the show though. Like it happened with Happy Corbin and KO. I think they fought the dark match.
That's well and good, but I watched the television version. I care about what I see on the television version.
Exactly.
And I did not care for this match.
Yeah. Becky Lynch went off on the WWE Universe and during the WWE Extreme Rules contract signing. So Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch with her Gashmere fur.
I don't know what it was.
And Gossamer.
Gossamer, yeah.
Yeah, Gossamer's fur coat with the big ass sunglasses.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was great.
It was a good promo. Is what it is.
Just a jerk.
Yep.
Complete jerk. I love how Bianca caught the book though. I was like, all right, she got the reactions.
Yep. Seth Rollins defeats Edge. He kind of murdered Edge, to be honest with you.
That was a good ass match. I'm just saying.
This was really good.
You got a good ass match.
Yep.
And I like Edge's gear. It's cool.
Yep.
So.
And then main event was Street Profits defeat the Usos by DQ, and because Roman Reigns was like, "Oh fuck this shit, I'm yoking your ass," and he locked the guillotine on Montez Ford. And then after that, we had the Demon Finn Balor enters the fray and pretty much faces off with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I mean, but again, the Usos got to have a match.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't like 2 minutes and Roman showed up. Like they had time, and so it got to be really good. Again, Street Profits looked awesome.
Yeah,
and then just
Roman got
I
tired of
don't know.
shit.
Again, something changed though, because Roman usually wouldn't be out there.
He was
He'd just be
angry.
coming back. So
He was angry because of Lesnar. He had to
yeah,
take
I
it out
guess.
on somebody.
But then again, I kind of feel like they need to call it out, him being out there, because it's like he don't trust him to win.
Yeah.
That's he was like, they gonna lose to the Street Profits. I think I gotta go out there.
Yeah.
We got and please, we have to highlight Montez Ford throwing an Air Force One into the crowd. I guess. What happened? Who caught that?
He just threw it in the crowd. I'm like, here, have fun.
He wrestled like a third of the match, the last third of the match with no sneaker on. That was hilarious. I think Roman was actually looking in the crowd trying to find who got it.
Right. Right. It was good. Balor coming back as a demon. I feel bad the fact that he did all that makeup and did not wrestle.
That's yeah. He says he said it's an ordeal. I think maybe though it was probably okay. Because he probably didn't have to worry about having a match.
Yeah.
He probably got to relax all day, let them do their whatever 8 hours, 6 hour session or whatever. I don't know how long it takes, but
it takes
usually that should take a long ass time. So
it looked cool though. I'm excited to see the demon again and see how they will use the demon against Roman on Extreme Rules. But I think they did a little too early. That's my little opinion.
Yeah, I think they should have teased it more. He should have been absent from the show.
Or had like a promo before it.
But I'm just saying, this is week.
Yeah.
If we count last week, right, the start of the month.
Yeah.
The pay-per-views at this month actually will have the pay-per-view at the exact end, right?
Yeah.
The last Sunday. So that's the 26th. So they had 3 weeks if they wanted to just leave it from last week with the heartbeat.
Yeah.
And then this week they have a little bit more to tease it out. Like they could have did that for at least 2 more weeks and then boom, reveal.
I feel like they should reveal that Extreme Rules and save it. But you know what? MSG, they wanted a big pop and they actually got a really big pop. So,
that's true. And I'm glad they had a live ass crowd at MSG, so good.
Yeah.
It helps.
All right. SmackDown, I'm gonna give it a A. Like the Edge and Seth Rollins, that was fucking pay-per-view quality match right there. That was a fantastic match. That was something to really watch and actually rewatch. It was that good. The 5-on-5 didn't really have to be there. I did like the Sami Zayn segment thing with Trae Young. I actually liked the fact that he got them booing like crazy. So it works in a way that the babyface won and the pop they got afterwards. It would have worked if they didn't get that pop afterwards.
I had to give the show a flat B.
Yeah.
I know what they cut out. I know what I didn't care for. So that was about it. Yeah. Other than that, but it had good moments on it. Yeah. I like to see Brock back and actually saying something. Okay, that's a new Brock. That Edge and Seth Rollins match was a banger.
Yep,
love it. I love Becky Hope, and I even like the tag team match. And I can't deny the demon.
Yeah,
like to see him was cool, but like, what did we sacrifice to get the demon?
Exactly.
We sacrificed them. We sacrificed the women's matches and all. So you know what I'm saying. I wanted to see her dope ass cosplay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, because she had like it was. Listen, she spares no expense.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. Yeah. Zelina Vega, she is a top notch at what she wants done. She gets it done. It looked dope.
Yep.
And those girls deserve the match.
Yeah,
especially. And again, you know what makes it worse is because it's the anniversary of 9/11. It's not like it was like, oh, this is Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's just certain ways you do things, and this is one more nail in the. If I'm just saying, if I was a person who was an employee who had a tragic event happen there, this would be a reason why I'd be like, wow, this company doesn't give a crap about me as a human being. That sucks. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get no backstage shenanigans. If I was a human being who worked there, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, so, I agree. I agree 100%.
So as a fan of those people, I'm pissed for them. So I ain't care for that New York. I don't watch sports. Sorry, I don't care.
You know what? I'm gonna give it down because of that. So I'll say B+.
Yeah.
Then we go to AEW Rampage. Which this better stay an hour. I can't do more than that. We started off with the Bastard Pac versus Andrade El Idolo. So
I thought I liked. I don't think he should be wrestling against though.
yeah,
I think he needs to put his tights back on.
okay.
Andrade. Yeah, man.
Match was
I
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it was. They went at it, so I appreciate that. They slapped the crap out of each other. There's certain people that are really good with Andrade. Malachi Black is one person that is very, very good with Andrade. I can't wait to see that down the line, maybe. Pac is, I feel, good fit.
Yeah. I had a little issues here and there with the match. I felt like they felt off at times. But other than that, I enjoyed the match. I think this was probably the match that was worth watching this show. So it was good. Then we had Tony Schiavone was in the ring interviewing Darby Allin and Sting, and who wanted to address Tully Blanchard, and then Tully Blanchard.
I'm interested to see what happens. Again, I told you, what we going to see Tully in jeans in the cutoff shirt again?
There you go.
What's going to happen with what you going to do, Sting?
Yeah. We also got more talk footage of Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan. I liked what they said. Like, it was interesting hearing what they're going to do and things like that. But it is what it is. You got the trios match: AEW's Women's Champion Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel versus the Galaxy, Chris Statlander, Riho, and Ruby Soho.
It was actually a fun match. I didn't expect it to be like the interesting thing was I was actually just paying attention to the match more than the other women's AEW's women's matches this week. It was like, it's fun. It wasn't anything like too long. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Also, just like it didn't get a chance to be too awkward, and like the weakest link was Rebel. That's about it.
Yeah. It was solid. I'll say it was solid. It was a lot better than what they did last Wednesday.
I think it might, for my money, it might be the best women's match they had this week. I don't know.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying.
That's not good.
It's not like they need somebody like Ruby to get in there and tell people, y'all need to have some better television matches.
Yeah.
Because the thing I don't like a lot of the women's matches in AEW is like at some point, most of them, and you know who doesn't on the Rosa, but like a lot of them feel like they break into the routine.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna start throwing elbows. At some point, somebody's gonna try to do a cartwheel or something. Somebody's gonna try to do a Canadian destroyer. It's just like it's a checklist.
Yeah.
It's a checklist. If we do the checklist, all right, so now they can't complain that we didn't have a match. I'm like, I feel like a lot of them just don't stand out so much.
Yeah.
Like the matches, they really just. Can you remember which? Like, ask yourself seriously to think for the AEW women's division. What women's match is the last one that you felt different and special?
And I think mainly because of the blood was the Britt Baker Rosa match.
I'm just kind of is.
And
it was
because of the blood. I think the blood made the match like, oh shit, I have not seen a women's match bleed this much.
Well, see, I like that match more because the stuff they did to get to the blood. Because they did some messed up stuff to each other. That's the thing I think was different from like every match. It was like, look at these two women willing to go to the lengths to get to this part here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was a bad match like at all. It's just that if I watch that match, I could be like, okay, I can see them going from here and how they ended up here.
Yeah.
And most of these matches is just like, it just feels like you're gonna go through a few of your girls' routines, and then she's gonna win.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to win.
Yeah.
So
there's no really story in their matches. There's usually just a bunch of moves.
They try.
Yeah.
But it's usually just the women's championship has a real big story.
Yeah.
We'll see with Ruby. Let's see. Does the second match she's had since even. All right, let's
Yeah, second match, third match.
so let's
The Battle Royal was a match, so third match.
no, but I mean, so I would count her season starting post.
Yeah, so this would be
that.
number 2. Yeah,
So yeah, let's see.
she was good. She was really good in the match as well. So
I like Statlander and Rio because they had chemistry with the tag stuff they were doing.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was saying it was interesting. I'm like, okay, everybody here is doing something. Like Hater, as for as much as we say she hasn't seemed special, in this match she didn't take away anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Britt didn't take away anything,
Yeah.
and even though Rebel is not the best wrestler, it didn't make me go, I can't watch this shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta do something, dog.
yeah. There's a lot of work that has to be done. And then our main event was Matt Caster versus Brian Pillman Jr. It was an okay match. It wasn't nothing. I will say it was a great match, but it was an okay match.
It was a standard dark match. Like they're both solid guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Pillman a bit more than Caster. Like Pillman got his he's got it together already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So good on him. He won because he could have lost.
And then they went to jump him, and he got saved by Cincinnati's own John Moxley.
He was watching over him.
Yep.
So,
Cincinnati boys.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate the Bengals. I mean, they made mention of his pops had like a thing with that too. So
Yeah. He was a big Cincinnati. Yeah, I think he played before he became a full player, or he was supposed to play or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I know he was a big Bengals fan. He's a big Cincinnati football, baseball team person. His father. So
Understood.
And they both from Ohio or Cincinnati. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a B. Yeah, a solid B.
Solid women's match, solid first match, and even the main event wasn't that bad. And then Moxley, I think the ending was perfectly fine.
Yep.
So yeah, that's our weekend wrestling. A lot of stuff going on. I did not get to watch fully finished Impact, so I don't have a lot to say with those. All I know is that Rick Swann looked hilarious, kicking them in the balls because it was legal. That had me rolling. Other than that, I didn't get to watch. I did see Brian Myers get picked for Ace Austin and Fulton's tag match. So Brian Myers will be part of that match, I think, next week.
Okay, cool.
And he has a little crew going on. That's all I know.
So did they have Zicky Dice back on?
Yeah, he was there. He was just sitting there. He didn't really have anything saying, but he was there.
Come on, man. Half the part of having that guy is to see what kind of ridiculous stuff he's gonna say.
Oh, he is coming. It's 100% coming. So just give it time. It will come. So I guess we go to our other podcast we listen to. There were some good listens this week. Deanna Peraza was on oral sessions with Renee Parquette. The Grilling Graves. I didn't get to fully finish that yet, but it was actually a pretty funny episode. It was just him and Vic just bullshitting it up. Mark Henry on Talk Is Jericho. New Day Pod was hilarious as always is. Shout outs to them, New Day Podcast, and also the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. It's always interesting to listen to what they got to say, and they did talk about a lot of the new AEW figures and stuff like that, so definitely give them a listen.
Gotcha.
Anything else that I missed? Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right, to wrap this up, this is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. Follow us on Spotify. Recycling Inc. is the easiest way to get all our podcasts. We have the weekly, It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble Podcast. And then we got monthly. We got the Morphin Cast. We got Game of Rage Podcast. We got the Shell Shock and the Not a Trekkie Podcast. They all coming this month, so definitely check those out. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark with the Mic. Follow Recycling Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow Recycling Inc. anywhere and everywhere. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. And that is Spotify. And we got a WordPress.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Don't think he earned the sandwiches this week.
Uh-oh.
How many steps did he take?
I don't know. All I know is like Lil Steven said he has to do parkour now. So I was like, bad parkour is still parkour.
Bad parkour is insurance,
It is.
especially at the Jinkies age. You ain't doing. You got that good insurance. I don't know.
I don't know.
How many? You tell them what you did and why you did it for a sandwich, sir. I'm gonna have to deny you.